I'll think about it.
There's that hand on the hip. This game is quite weird.
Let's take a look inside.
They've always been a little... He's imagining himself in that dress. They've always been a little different, Final Fantasy games. Like, they have these little side things that are kind of just random. They're supposed to be like slice of life kind of situations. This one seems to have a little more than usual. Hell, I think it was in Final Fantasy VII, you actually dressed up as a woman to infiltrate a brothel. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
for coming.
Shit. I should have saved it. Yeah, no, it was funny too, because like they took the angle of like, oh yeah, you're a soldier and a muscly ripped dude who's got to dress up in a dress. So you had to go find a dress, you had to go find a necklace, and you had to go find like a headband or a brooch or something. I don't know. You had to find these items in the game, and then you come back and this guy does you over and gets you all done up, and you go into this brothel because he stole one of your party members, so you're trying to infiltrate and destroy it from the inside to break your friend out. And the head of the brothel, the dude takes a liking to you because he likes his women muscly and hairy or something like that. And so you end up killing him because of that. I don't know. It's a long thing, but it was so weird. I remember playing because I was in 10, maybe 12. I don't know. But I was just like, what? What is this?
No sweat. First things first. Thanks for coming to greet us in person.
It's the least I could do for a king. Wescombe didn't extend me an invitation, so I decided to extend my own. Though circumstances have changed, both the king and the oracle are finally in Altissia.
You said that you have Luna in your care. Doesn't that pose a risk to your nation?
Is the king concerned for our relations with the Empire? But it's true. The oracle is a risk, one we are prepared to shed with. Whether we do so depends on you. Now let me ask some questions of my own.
Shoot.
Why does the oracle seek to awaken the Hydrian?
She wants to forge a covenant so I can receive Leviathan's blessing.
The answer I wanted to hear. And yet, king or not, it can't be a simple affair for you to receive a god's blessing. Let me be frank. The potential chaos worries me. You know better than most what took place in Lucis with Archean. Tell me, what happened?
Be cheeky. Yeah, that
I
sounds
met
like a great
Titan,
way.
and he gave me his power.
Just like the legends, though the Empire doesn't like the way the story goes. Even as we speak, they mobilize their forces. It seems there's no avoiding chaos. It will most likely come to war. However, I don't care to host a battle on my soil. The gods and the Empire be damned.
It would be a disaster if a battle took place in the city.
Indeed, we must be prepared to evacuate our citizens.
No doubt about it.
We're in the midst of making plans, and it was to discuss your involvement in them that I called you here.
Indubitably.
Without further ado, let us talk terms. If you wish to hold the right, you must ensure my citizens' safety and aid in their evacuation.
That's fine, but what about damage to the city?
Your concern is appreciated, but I am prepared to accept some structural damage. Keeping the citizens safe is my chief concern, and therefore yours.
Okay.
And that is not all. Once the rite has begun, I will not be accountable for what follows. You are on your own.
Not a problem. We know how to take care of ourselves.
Thank you. I'm sorry we cannot do more, but as I'm sure you are aware, few armies can stand against the might of the Imperial fleet. That is all for the terms. To review, you are to ensure our citizens' safety and engage the Empire. Do we have an agreement?
This part seems weird. The answers
All
are pretty
right.
obvious.
Let's fight together as allies.
Allies? Such a vote of confidence. Well, you can trust us to do our part and keep the Oracle safe. A final warning, though I doubt it'll come to it. My duty is to my citizens. Should any harm befall them, there will be a reckoning for both King and Oracle.
All right. You do what you must for your people.
You're just like your father.
Cool.
What do you mean, like my father?
Sometimes I can't tell whether you're sharp or dull.
Madam, it's time.
Assign 3 of your own for the evacuation effort. Whom you choose is up to you.
I only have
According
3.
to our intel, the Imperial fleet will be 4 warships strong. Steel yourselves for a full-scale battle. I'm glad we could talk. We can each act in our own interest to our mutual benefit.
Sweet. I did things. All right. Got some coins. Assign 3 of your people. I only have 3 people.
I can't promise something I can't help.
Of course. You certainly opened up to them, though.
What can I say? I have a soft spot for the young and tragic. They've lost Regis. They've lost the crystal. Was it so long ago the last oracle was taken from them? We've seen the Empire go mad these 10-odd years.
10 odd years. Ah. Just right into it then, huh? About that, about that.
During the rite, we must see to it the Empire does not harass Leviathan.
Gonna be tough to pull off before the king receives her power.
And with 3 of us on evacuation detail.
Indeed, the best we can realistically do is to help the Hydrian help herself.
What kind of help you talking about?
Just like Titan, the Empire will seek to immobilize Leviathan.
Oh, with the harpoon things?
If we can dislodge them from the goddess, she will have a fighting chance.
Sounds good in theory, but don't push it. It's pointless, unless you can get that blessing.
Stay flexible, stay alert.
All right, will do.
That it? Seems like you should have filled in a little more dialogue here. Just saying. You got a good few seconds there. Oh, it's okay. It's doing its thing. Luna Flare, Noct, Flare. Not met in the 12 years since the Imperial conquest of Tenebrae. They maintain.
If worse comes to worse, you can threaten to throw the trident into the sea. Then they'll listen. In the meantime, it will be well guarded. Better than the Oracle herself.
Understood. I shall reclaim it at the altar.
Remember, you'll be under Imperial watch.
Right.
Think of it as a necessary evil in order to forge the Covenant.
I am in your debt.
Once it's over, you may go as you please. But you do so without our protection.
So be it.
You'd better get going. Your public is waiting for you.
Random.
Noct, you in position?
Yep.
Don't forget the plan.
You guys too?
Of course.
Talk about a crowd. Like the whole city's come to watch.
Probably. I can't save it. Okay. Am I supposed to be pushing my way through or finding a strategic route?
Dear friends, I stand before you today. With little hope the words I speak shall reach beyond these walls. For slowly but surely the light fades from our world, and as it does, the shadows shall loom ever longer until all succumbs to the darkness. Darkness that evokes terror, hatred, and sorrow in the hearts of men. The ashes of Lucis. A dream of peace, twisted into a nightmare of death and destruction, claiming innumerable lives and leaving myriad souls to suffer.
Luna.
Yet I beg you, do not surrender to despair. Have faith, for our gods watch over us. By their blessings, by the stars that light the heavens above, our world will be delivered from the perils of the dark. I stand before you here in Altissia to call upon Leviathan, goddess of the seas, spirit of the deep. By the sacred rite, I will commune with the Hydrian. But first, I offer you my solemn vow. On my honor as Oracle, I will not rest until the darkness is banished from our world and the light is restored.
There's a random shot.
Bless you all.
All right.
Noct. The Empire's here.
I can see him.
Dropships are closing in on the port. Look for a vantage point to approach them.
Okay, look after the citizens.
We got them covered.
So, it begins.
It begins. That's her?
It is I, Luna Freya, blood of the Oracle. Goddess of the seas, I beseech you, enter into this covenant that the king might reclaim the stone.
God damn.
I do.
Noct, the Hydran has awoken.
Civilians?
Almost there. We'll join you when we're done. The Empire has the Hydran surrounded. Hurry, Noct.
I don't understand,
I'm on it.
but okay.
Then the right's already begun.
Most likely.
Time to lend the Hydran a hand.
Okay, they knocked me out. Great way to start this. Cell phones and sea dragons. God, I still can't save it.
Let's do this.
Can you not do that? That'd be great. Head to a vantage point.
I know what you must know. That the King of Kings is to drive the darkness from our star. It is in receiving mercy that men offer praise, and in shedding grace that the gods solicit worship. I vow, the king will prove himself worthy.
Noct, Prompto's headed your way.
But
There's
what
a-
about you guys?
Oh,
We'll wait
it's
below.
crashing though.
There's only room for two. Noct! No time for rushes!
Man.
Nailed it.
What was this?
New ride we borrowed from the Nifs. This will get us in close.
Serious?
Here she comes.
I got this.
I'll get as close as I can. But it's up to you.
All right. Won't be long. Hey, nice job finding this baby.
The moment I saw her, I knew we'd go places. Not again.
Not making this easy.
Not. Hold on tight. Noct, can you reach?
Starting to see where the budget on this game went to. I don't know what you're saying.
I need your power!
I'm supposed to command. I have full health. That makes no sense. Thank you. I'm sorry. Wait, what the fuck?
So the only way you'll help me is if I take you down?
That's not it. I don't know what's going on here. Am I doing something? Am I winning? Yeah, winning, son.
Now, about that ring. On second thought, you let him have it. And do remind him about the crystal.
What?
Oh, Prince, your bride awaits!
I will pass the ring to the rightful king. When the prophecy is fulfilled, all enthralled to darkness shall know peace.
Ah. So that's this dude's deal.
How sweet. But please, Lady Lunafreya. You first.
Go Super Saiyan. Kylo Ren, giant sea serpent, Super Saiyans. Ivan. Uh-huh. Odd combo. Holy. Where the... There you are. A little more chaotic than it probably should be, just saying. What are you? Bye, Godzilla!